Hello, my name is Tara Charlier, and this is Assignment 5, Intrusion Detection and Prevention Systems. All right, so discussing Snort. Snort's creators, Martin Roche. He was an astronomy geek turned cybersecurity nerd, and he was working at the U.S. Department of Defense after he graduated in 1993 as an electrical and computer engineer. And he worked with the open source community at night. And it was the lack of affordable and accessible intrusion detection and prevention systems that motivated Roche to create Snort. He also found that the current antivirus software and firewalls in the market were deficient when it came to stealthy intrusions, new attacks, and internal attacks. So he created Snort, a free open source intrusion detection and prevention system for Linux that he described as retrospective security in an interview with SourceFire. He eventually ended up selling his company, SourceFire, to Cisco, but he always continued to work on Snort. And in 2001, Snort had been downloaded about 4 million times and was considered the most popular IDPS ever created. So Snort sees everything, never forgets, and it turns back time. This was told, somebody said to Martin Roche once about Snort at a party. So Snort is an open source network intrusion detection and prevention system. Users can configure Snort as a sniffer, packet logger, and for network intrusion prevention. And IDPS should be able to evaluate a lot of network traffic or system activity, log findings so past activity can be reviewed, and be able to provide evidence of unauthorized access that is admissible in court. It should also be able to respond immediately. It uses rules to employ protocol, signature, and anomaly-based inspection methods. It allows for multiple opportunities to detect intrusion based on activity, resulting in a system that is continually monitoring, logging, and alerting. So anomaly detection systems can create a baseline on user activity and network traffic to identify anomalies. Signature detection systems rules are associated with characteristic signatures of known attacks. Basically, an IDPS should be able to do anything and everything it's capable of to protect itself and the systems from attacks. Configuration methods. You can configure to be a packet sniffer, which will monitor network traffic, looking to detect dangerous payload or malicious anomalies. Packet logger, it'll capture packets and it debugs network traffic. And the intrusion detection and prevention, so it determines whether to perform an action on network traffic based on the role types in the configuration file. There are 3 types of IDPSs. You have network-based, host-based, and hybrid. So network-based monitor network traffic with sensors, management services, or management servers, a command console, and a signature database. These sensors can be hardware or software-based. Host-based is on the computers in the network perimeter and does not use sensors. assesses host-generated traffic by monitoring log files and user activity. Hybrid systems, you gain flexibility and increase security by monitoring the network as a whole and attacks on individual hosts. It is harder to analyze the data, though, from the hybrid system. Different snort rule options include the message to display when rule matches, flow state, content or pattern, which will specify the content or pattern to find in a packet's payload or non-payload data. Service or application protocol instructs snort to identify the content or pattern either on the traffic of the specified application layer service or the source and destination ports specified in the rule header. So I chose a hypothetical because I couldn't seem to find a company that used it. So in my hypothetical, there is a denial of service attack using Docker honeypots. And a denial of service attack attacks are launched by flooding a server with GET requests. So the user would write a rule to detect the GET requests sent by the compromised Docker image over a TCP IP connection. You then instruct store to look for the pattern and give the rule a class type so it can be applied. So the attack is launched via honeypots, and the rule is classified as a network Trojan activity. Snort is a flexible and platform-friendly approach to cybersecurity. However, the rules must be configured to work properly. You can get, sort of pre-written rules by people that probably know better for common things. So that's user-friendly on, the user side of Snort also. So thank you very much.